We are willing to self-quarantine, to go through all the procedures so that we can enter Japan safely. So I feel like maybe it's Japanese people, they are worried as well, as in we are bringing in the virus, but of course we will ensure it to be safe.
International students who have chosen Japan as their study destination and have invested time, energy, and money to prepare to go to study still don't know from the Japanese government when and how they will be able to enter Japan. Today, I'm with one of those students, Anna from Malaysia. She has quit her job at the beginning of 2021 and now she's living with her own savings. I'm with her today and I would like to ask her a bit about her situation. Hi, Anna. How are you today?
I'm fine, Davide. How are you?
Thank you very much for your time. And as a first question, I would like to know where are you from and also when did you apply to come to Japan originally?
Okay, I'm Hannah. I'm from Malaysia and I actually applied to study for July term this year in Kyoto for a school. But I decided to postpone to October term because I still couldn't enter Japan yet.
Why does studying in Japan mean so much to you?
I love Japan. I love the country, the food, the culture, the people. So it's my dream to study the language in Japan, and I want to live in Japan for long term in the future. So it means a lot, and it's like a dream for me. Yeah.
And how this entry ban is affecting you and your life right now?
Currently, it's really inconvenient, and I would say it's not easy for me. To everyone that's still waiting to enter Japan, I'm sure they're feeling the same way, and it affects me emotionally and financially soon because I'm fully self-funded to continue my study in Japan. So right now, I couldn't have any solid planning. But of course, because of the pandemic as well, I understand the situation. But yeah, I need to think of a way to sustain my livelihood in my own country as well, since I quit the job early this year just to prepare for the move.
How long has passed since you quit your job?
It's in early of January.
And what is the problem for you right now? So of course, you still don't know when you can enter Japan and how this is affecting your life. You said financially. Could you please explain this to me?
Okay, since I'm fully self-funded, that means I support myself financially in terms of studies, work, my everyday life, and I also support my family as well. So it's really not an easy decision for me at my current life stage, just to like use my saving to transition and to take up the courage I want to study in Japan because I want to start a new life there. So it takes a lot of courage and planning. And of course, right now, I'm using my own saving right now to go on the everyday life. So it's like, if things getting like the entry ban is still there, I'm not sure if like, can I still wait or should I just find another job for long term before I come to this planning again to move to Japan? So yeah.
So let's say that the entry ban is not removed soon. You may have to to quit with your dream to go to Japan because you cannot sustain yourself for that long. Is it right?
Yeah, you're right. This is also one.
I understand. And how do you think that you, as a student in Japan, you will add benefit to Japan society?
I think as a student, I can contribute in terms of cultural exchange that can help to promote internationalization in Japan. But of course, I believe for every country itself, international student helps to contribute to the economy revenue. So schools can have their student as well, their business as well. But at the same time, we may be the future workforce, additional workforce in Japan. And I think that helps a lot. Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. I think this is very important. And you mentioned you're planning, hopefully soon, to study in Kyoto.
Yes.
What are your plans after you finish your studies in Kyoto?
Since I say that I love Japan, I want to live it for long term. So I wanted to learn the language first in depth. So that's why I registered to study long term. So after I finish my studies, I plan to work and live in Japan after that.
And what type of job would you like to do if you could choose?
I really love language, so I would say I wanted to be a translator. It's really a high dream. So I'm even planning to really study for long term. I want to know the language. It's really, I think all languages are beautiful. So of course, I want to learn to the highest level.
So let's say, of course, you learn Japanese very well, then you can speak English. I believe you speak Malay.
Yes.
Any other language you speak?
I speak Chinese as well for Mandarin
Chinese
and
as well?
Cantonese. Yeah.
Mandarin and Cantonese. Okay, so 5 languages. I think you can, you're going to have a lot of things to translate if you can move to Japan and learn Japanese. And you can help also, of course, Japan, since, you can support maybe Japanese companies that need to, they need to have documentation or interpretation needed in the language you can speak. So surely it's important to have people that speak so many languages.
Thank you, Davide.
If you could talk with the Japanese government, or if you could talk to people that are taking decisions about the Japan borders, what would you like to say to them?
I would like to tell them that no worries. Of course, I understand the risk of the current situation, but we, the international students, we believe that I believe that we would comply with the adhere to the procedures of like self-quarantine. We are willing to self-quarantine to go through all the procedures so that we can enter Japan safely. So I feel like maybe it's Japanese people, they are worried as well, as in we are bringing in the virus, but of course we will ensure it to be safe. Like I met a few students through Clubhouse that coincidentally they applied through Gogo Nihon as well. So we talk about it. There are people from Saudi Arabia. So we talked about it and we are like, yeah, we know the concern of the Japanese people and the government, but we were willing to adhere to the procedures. Just let us know when, at least to get rid of this uncertainty what we are feeling right now. So yeah.
Hannah, I want to thank you very much for sharing your story. I hope everything, all the best, of course, and I hope that you will be able, together with the other students, to come to Japan soon.
Yeah, I hope so too. Thank you so much, Davide. Keep up the good work. I will have to share all of your content out there.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Hannah.
Thank you.